This is why I don't like most comedy from men. This is why I don't like male comedy. I said this before. I like Ryan. I like this comedian. Sometimes I think he's smarter than most comedians right now, right? But that's not really saying much because most male comedians right now are fucking ridiculously stupid, and they probably always have been. I think I've outgrown most male comedians, right? I've evolved beyond that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they just keep saying the same stupid shit over and over and over again, and they keep following the same same formula of punching down on marginalized groups of people and trying to act like, oh, it's just comedy or whatever, but in reality it's harmful, right? And it just, I mean, I don't know, I like my jokes with a twinge of truth in it, right? Like a tinge of truth, I should say. But this is an example as this represents why I don't like a lot of male comedy right now.
Because to them, peace looks like
hold on, let me back it up.
Because to them, peace looks like happiness, and they don't like happiness when they're not around. She's not going to preserve your peace. And I know there's some women in here like, no, I'll preserve my man's peace, and you're a fucking liar. Because think about a time your man was in the room by himself, staring off into the distance, smiling, and you walk past the room. Did you look at him and go, he looks happy. I'm gonna leave him by himself. He looks happy. Or did you go, the fuck is he smiling about? It better be me. It better be fucking me.
Now, I know y'all, hey, public, it's just a joke and yada, yada, yada. I don't think like that. That's not how my mind works. So let me break this joke down to you and what I hear and what I'm saying when I say that male comics just perpetuate the same old talking points. Like, this isn't original. This isn't original. This to me sounds just like this.
Hey, women be shopping, baby. Women be shopping. You can't stop a woman from shopping, baby.
That's true. Women do shop.
It's just a very like antiquated approach to comedy, right? Like saying these things that we know aren't true. And why are we saying them, right? Why are we saying them? Now, I don't think Ryan is I don't think he is being malicious in this. I just think he's a typical man. And for as smart as I think he is, and as introspective as I think he can be at times, he has yet to try to grasp like why this is happening. Why do you feel like women don't want peace for men, right? Right? It's interesting.
Because to them, peace looks like happiness. And they don't like happiness when they're not around.
That's weird. Like, women are evil? Like, they don't want to see men happy when they're not around? Interesting.
She's not going to preserve your peace. And I know there's some women in here like, no.
Not only will women preserve your peace, they are the things that give you the most peace because they give you peace of mind. Like you didn't have good credit before you met your wife or your girl. Now you got good credit. You were getting minimum wage when you met your wife. Now you can afford rent. Speaking of rent, your rent's paid every month on time. Your light bill is paid every month on time. Your car note is paid every month on time. That is probably because of your girlfriend or because of your wife for a lot of men. So what do you mean they don't bring you peace? That's not peace. That's peaceful as shit. But that is also going to go into the why they disturb your peace, quote unquote, right? Let's keep going.
I'll preserve my man's peace, and you're a fucking liar.
Men aren't peaceful by themselves. Men aren't peaceful. Before they get a woman, they're not peaceful. They're in disarray. They're disrupted. They're disturbed. Look at the studies. Look at the men who are most likely to unalive themselves, divorcees. Look at the men who are the most depressed in society, single men between the ages of 18 and 33. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Men are very much not at peace when they don't have a woman at all.
Because think about a time your man was in the room by himself, staring off into the distance, smiling, and you walk past the room. Did you look at him and go, he looks happy. I'm gonna leave him by himself. He looks happy. Or did you go, the fuck is he smiling about?
You know why that is? You know why that is, Ryan? Ryan's a young man. He hasn't been married yet. So imagine being in a relationship with a person and you are doing imagine having kids, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a spouse, you got kids, and you're doing all of this stuff. You're running around like a chicken with his head cut off, right? Just for you to walk past the room and your goofy ass husband or your wife or whoever, your goofy ass adult roommate is sitting there fucking all googly eyed at a screen or keying on a phone or some stupid shit like that while you're folding clothes, looking for the kid's lost shoe, looking, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you're just constantly, you got 1,000 things on your mind at all times because he doesn't, because he never does. He never helps with the emotional labor. He never helps with the mental load in the household. That's why his brain is free to have fucking butterflies floating about in it, right? And you walk by and you see that shit. Yeah, that would disturb you. That would, like, what exactly? What the fuck are you laughing about? Why is your life so good? I was talking to my boy the other day, and he said that his wife asks him stuff about, like, how is he so happy all the time and all of this stuff, right? Like, because she's like, I'm not, like, she doesn't feel like that. And he thinks she's going through some depression, all that. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she is, but a reason why, like, the thing that blows my mind is the fact that a lot of men who are in this situation when their wife is unhappy and disgruntled, and they can't see the reason why they're happy is the reason why their wife is disgruntled. Right? The reason why they're happy is the reason why their wife is disgruntled. The reason their wife is disgruntled is because they are so focused on making the man happy. And they have to do every fucking thing to do that. They do everything to allow the man to go off to work and work his job and make his coins and then come home and live like a fucking king while he's coddled and protected by the woman from the realities of life. Because work isn't the reality of life. I want you guys to know that. Men have become so disconnected from domestic life that they think that their work life is their real life. And then they think their home life is not. They think home life is the fake fairy tale life, but it's the opposite. Your work life is your fake fairy tale life because you get to go to work and pretend to be a good employee. You get to go to work and pretend to be a good person. You get to go to work and nobody knows that you are abusive to your kids or you're abusive to your wife. Nobody knows that you don't help out at home. Nobody knows that you haven't made your wife come in 3 years. Like, nobody knows that. So you get to go to work and you get to posture and you get to dress nice and smell good and flirt with your work wife and, you know, go to the water cooler and have your discussions about football and basketball and boxing and kayaking, where the fuck we talk about, right? You get to do all of that at work. That's fantasy. You think just because money is important, you think that the job is real, but it's not. Jobs are fake. Jobs are not real life. I'm here to tell you, as a working man has worked his whole adult life, working is not real. It's not real life, man. It's really not. How people talk to you isn't like at work. People don't yell at you. People like if your boss is disgruntled, they don't typically yell. Depends on your business, what field you're in. But 99, for a lot of us, your managers don't yell. I was in an industry where managers did yell and managers did curse, right? I saw the shift though, because I started a long time ago and it was already shifting, I think. And then, towards the end of my career in that field, the managers didn't yell as much or ever. I never heard them yell. They never yelled at me, right? So managers don't really yell at you, but your wife will. You'll yell at your kids. You'll yell at your wife. Because that's real. That's the real world. You have real raw emotions, right? And rest in peace to Nikki Giovanni. But when Nikki Giovanni was talking to James Baldwin, right? And she was talking about how, James Baldwin was like, when I go to work, I'm putting up a front all day. So when I come home, I want to remove that mask. And Nikki Giovanni was like, absolutely the fuck not. When you come home, I need you to keep that fake smile on. Fake it till you make it, brother. Like, why does your manager or your boss get the best of you, get the best side of you, and I get the worst side of you? Once again, fake life, real life. Work, fake life, home, real life. And that's why your wife, and that's why your girlfriend, when she sees you sitting there smiling, looking all goofy, is upset. That's why she'll walk in there and quote unquote disturb your peace. Because you won't help her get her peace. You won't help her find her peace. And she's helping you.